Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us for this study on the true measure of a man, written by Richard E. Simmons III. Richard lives in Alabama and Birmingham, has a great ministry to men, and we've been giving this book away. I've been buying copies of it. I don't know of any book that has gotten the attention of men in our ministry in Houston since we've been doing the ministry. One of the most impactful books you can read. And in about 9 videos, I'm going to lead you through this book. I'm going to give you some ideas, thoughts on what I have gotten from reading this book a couple of times. And here's 3 ways you can use this book. Number 1, you personally can read this book and listen to the videos, and it can be a virtual small group for you. You can actually talk to your screen as I talk. You can ask me questions and play like I answer, and it'd be like you have your own small group with me. The second way you can use it is you can use these videos in a small group. So you get 6 or 8 guys to read this book, and you can play my comments in your small group and comments on the book, and use it like that. The third way you can use it is as you prepare to lead a group, you can listen to my comments on this video and prepare, and then take the study that you've done into your small group and lead your group as you see fit. However you use it, let me encourage you and invite you that if you have questions, thoughts, or you'd like to have a conversation with me, you can email me at Roger, R-O-G-E-R, at HoustonGathering.org. That's Roger at HoustonGathering.org, and it'll be right there right here is where it'll be when you watch this video, so you can just take that down, shoot me an email. If we need to talk, I'll be happy to give you a call. So the first chapter is fairly simple, and it's mainly this story about a man in a boat, a man who builds a great boat, and the boat collapses on him. And here on page 2, I read this statement there about mid-paragraph. An essential part of the mystique of business success is to present a corporate, happy face by projecting an image of strength and competence to the outside world. As a result, many men feel huge pressure to maintain that they are bulletproof and that they can handle any problem, any struggle, and at any and all times. Anybody feel that pressure? Do you understand that there's this great pressure on men to be bulletproof, that nothing bothers me, I can stand anything? And that's the aura we put on to the outside world. And it relates to this story of the boat. How ridiculous would it be to build a boat and only be concerned with the top half of the boat? And this guy shined his boat up. It was beautiful, teak wood, gorgeous inlays and beautiful appropriations all over the boat. The only thing he didn't do was make sure that the bottom of the boat was secure, and eventually the boat fell apart and sank. And as silly as that is, many of us are building our lives to look good, but we are not looking at the underside of life. We're not looking at the important things of life, the things that hold us down in the storms and trials. So question, what are you pursuing? And what gets your attention? A friend of mine one time said, what gets your attention will eventually get you. So my question is, what has you right now? So as you read this chapter, here's a couple of 3 questions I want you to ask and answer. Just for fun, ask, who was your childhood hero in your group? When you were 12 years old, who was your hero? Now, it just so happens that I was a huge Milwaukee Brave fan. We didn't have the Houston Astros at this time. And I was a huge Milwaukee Brave fan. And Warren Spahn, the left-handed pitcher, was my favorite hero. Later in life, when I was about 30 or 35 years old, I played in a golf tournament in conjunction with the All-Star game that was held in Houston. And I hit a golf shot, and someone behind me said, "What a great shot. I love it when left-handers hit the ball like that." Now, he didn't know it was the only good shot I hit all day. But I turned around, and my childhood hero, Warren Spahn, was telling me that I had done something good. Years of idolizing this guy, there he was in flesh and blood telling me I did great. So the question, who's your childhood hero? Did you ever get to meet him like I got to meet Warren Spahn? Second question, who is your hero now? If you could be like anybody in the world, who would you be like? If you could trade places with someone, who would that be? Or if you could spend an afternoon with two men, I'll pick two. If two men, who would you spend time with? Who are the two men you'd like to spend the afternoon with? Third question, if we all gathered at your funeral, and hopefully we aren't or won't, what would you like us to say about you? What would you like to be said at your funeral, and who would be there? Last question, what would you like to improve upon in your life? How would you like to be better? Now you guys think about that. Think about that in your own life. And as you read this book, how would you like to gird up the underside of your life? So hope that's helpful. Join us next time for the next video, and have a great day. Thanks.